Okay, hi everyone, welcome to Vyachkovsky Tarot with me, Vyachkovsky. Today we are doing another pick a card reading, but this time we're doing it on relationships. I actually kind of made this spread myself, so I'm really happy to be doing it because most of my pick a card readings sort of revolve around what the moon is doing, and my candle just went out, so that's a really great start. So we'll be answering 5 questions for each pile that was picked. And they are representing you in the relationship dynamic as a whole, your partner in the relationship, what they're teaching you, and what you're teaching them. As always, I am leaving my links in the description so you can contact me, follow me, anything. And I'm also leaving a link for a donation if you feel like you liked the video or you feel like it resonated with you at all. They are very much appreciated, so thank you all if you do that. If not, thank you all for supporting and for taking part, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So without further ado, we will start with pile 1. So if you got to this point, you are on pile 1. So we are answering 5 questions today. We have got you in the relationship, your relationship dynamic, your partner in the relationship, what they're teaching you, and what you're teaching them. We have got the Seven of Swords reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So we'll start with the top row and I'll sort of read those 3 together and we'll gauge the relationship at the current moment. Representing you, we've got the Seven of Swords, which implies to me that you at this current moment are a little bit unsure about this relationship, maybe because of this stagnant sort of period that's going on right now. You're not really sure if this relationship has direction anymore. You're not sure about the destination. You're unsure if it's going anywhere, but you're not quite ready to let go of it just yet. You're still holding on to it, but you're just not sure about where it's going to go or where it's going to take you. It also feels like perhaps you're not quite sharing this feeling. You're not quite open to expressing yourself at the moment. It feels like you're keeping your cards close to your chest. You're not quite ready to open up and discuss what's going on for you at the moment. Moving on to, we'll do your partner. We'll do the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which implies to me that they in particular have been hit quite hard by this stagnant period. Things have really slowed down for them. They're very much not the same as they used to be. They're not feeling as up and at them as they once were. They're not feeling as like ready to go as they once were. They're feeling very inactive. They're not perhaps expressing themselves either. Perhaps that's an issue that you both struggle with at the moment. Which is enhanced particularly with the Queen of Cups being your sort of relationship dynamic at the moment, with the sense that you both still have this emotional connection. There is this emotional connection, but it's very much not as comfortable as it once was. There's very much this almost tough love kind of aspect to it. Like, you both still have this emotional connection, but neither of you is being particularly expressive at the very time in particular, or you're just unsure as to how to express yourselves at the moment. Yeah, so perhaps maybe you two are sort of at a bit of a misunderstanding at the moment. There's a little bit of tension between the two of you. So we'll move on to what the Queen of Pentacles is as your partner trying to teach you, and it gives a sense that your partner is trying to teach you to be a bit more trusting, perhaps, to have a bit more of security. Perhaps if you've got a lot of on your mind at the moment, maybe if you are debating your relationship, you should learn to be, this person is trying to teach you to be more open and to be more expressing with what you're doing and what you're feeling and what you're thinking. It's very much based more towards this comforting kind of aspect. So I feel like it's very much more to do with security. And with the Lovers, as what you're trying to teach your partner, is perhaps you're trying to teach them to be a bit more relaxed with their feelings and emotions. Perhaps you're trying to teach them to be a bit more admiring. Perhaps you're trying to teach them to maybe even just express that they want to sort of have this relationship with you. Maybe something that they're sort of holding back from with this inactivity is, which is causing you to debate the relationship, is that they're not being as emotionally forward with you as they could be. They're not making you feel secure, or they're not making you feel like they want to be there almost, which is why this all kind of links together with this. So you're trying to teach them to be more emotionally available because they're feeling inactive and aren't expressing themselves emotionally. Maybe they're more focused on material things. Maybe they're more focused on showing their love through material things, which has been put on hold perhaps at the moment, which is making you feel insecure and directionless with this relationship, which is what they're trying to teach you to not be and to find security, and it leads into this whole big cycle. So perhaps something to sort of keep in mind with this is to practice being more open and to have more faith in the relationship, because there is still attraction, there is still love and this emotional connection. It's just things have been put on hold for quite a period of time. And until you two learn these things, the relationship can't grow. So that was pile number 1. I hope it resonated. I hope it gave you something to think about in particular. Obviously, it is very hard in these times and it is very much easier said than done, but just remember to reach out whenever anything is going on. As I said in the beginning of the video, if you didn't skip through it, all my links are in the description, and if you liked this video or it resonated with you, please leave a donation if you can. It is very much appreciated at this particular time, and I will be back next week for another pick a card read. So if you made it to this part of the video, this is pile number 2. Okay, so we are answering 5 questions today for your place in the relationship dynamic, your partner's place in the relationship, what they're teaching you, and what you are teaching them. Okay, so we have got the King of Wands reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Nine of Wands reversed, and the Three of Cups. So we'll start with the card that is representing you, and the card that we have picked for that is the King of Wands reversed. Now, the King of Wands reversed to me implies that you have more of a grip on, you're very much the dominant in this relationship. You very much have more of a grip on this relationship than your partner. You very much sort of control the relationship. You very much dominate the relationship. You have this sense of control over what is going on. We've got your partner in the relationship, which is represented by the Ace of Cups, which definitely implies to me that they are much more of a passive kind of partner or a passive person in this relationship. It feels to me that at the moment they are a bit overwhelmed. They're very much trying to keep it all together, but it is not working in their favor, and they are doing more damage to their emotional well-being than they should be, which could be making you feel a bit more, perhaps not angry, but a bit more frustrated maybe, because you're seeing them get themselves into a state of stress and they're just trying to work themselves through it. The Page of Cups reversed for the relationship dynamic definitely has this feel that perhaps you are being quite protective of this partner. You in particular are maybe not showing it in the correct ways, but you are trying to protect this partner. You are trying to hold them up, you are trying to keep them going, but perhaps it's not coming across in the correct way. You're doing your best to sort of keep things up, keep things going, keep things fresh and exciting, but you might not be going about it in the correct way at the moment, which is only making them feel more overwhelmed, which is only making you feel more frustrated. In terms of what you're trying to teach each other, so we'll start with your partner is trying to teach you, and we've got the 9 of Wands reversed. Now this, again, it's a fire sign, so it feels like perhaps they are trying to teach you to perhaps feel less in control, maybe accept sort of the behavior that you are expressing at the moment and take a step back and sort of just observe maybe for a little bit, maybe stop trying to make sure everything's like fit together perfectly, maybe just relax a little bit, take a step back. You don't have to be as forward as you are being at the moment, and you don't have to have this hot-headed kind of fire within you to be passionate. You can have this passion and you can have these emotions without being this overprotective kind of person. And what you're trying to teach them, we've got the 3 of Cups, which really links it together by saying that you're trying to teach this person to accept love and nurturing from those around them. You are trying to really teach them that they do not have to always be looking after themselves. They are allowed to take a step back, to attempt to not feel as overwhelmed, and to look for emotional support outside of themselves. You are trying to really show them that they can open up and other people can help them grow, and they don't always have to be looking towards themselves for growth and for their own well-being. So that was pile 2. I hope it resonated. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it and you'd like to leave a donation, the link is just up there. It is only the price of a cup of coffee, but I understand in these times it is difficult, but thank you anyway. Thank you for taking part. Please get in contact for your own readings. My inbox is always open for readings or just someone to reach out to. My inbox is always open, especially in times like this. So if you need someone to talk to or you need anything, I am here. Thank you for taking part. Okay, and if you made it to this part of the video, we are now on pile 3. So hello everyone who made it to pile 3. So we will go through 5 different questions. We have got representing you in the relationship, representing the relationship as a whole, representing your partner, what they're trying to teach you and what you're trying to teach them. So for this pile, we have got the Empress reversed, the 3 of Swords reversed, the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the Devil. Now, immediately with the Empress card representing you, it feels like perhaps you're the more dominant in the relationship. You have more of a say in how things go. You have more of an expectance for things going your way. You are the dominant personality. You are the forward personality in this particular relationship. The Empress reversed indicates to me that perhaps alongside being this dominant personality, you have this almost high maintenance feel about you. Perhaps you're very sort of concerned with the relationship going more your way, and perhaps it could feel that perhaps this has been brought on by maybe the relationship not being in your favor in the past. Maybe something's happened, or maybe you are expecting more. Your partner being represented by the 7 of Pentacles indicates to me that they are less connected with you, and encompass and sort of going along with that, you don't feel as connected with them. You're quite dismissive of them, but your partner is trying to focus on themselves and to try and focus on staying aligned and balanced, and in this sort of fixing themselves almost, and maybe this attention being on themselves and not being quite so much on you is causing you to not feel as connected in the relationship. And the Three of Swords reversed as the relationship dynamic definitely indicates that you two have had this departure, you two have had this splitting of agreements, and this once shared emotion has been sort of severed by something. Perhaps there's indication of perhaps a love affair, or perhaps some kind of betrayal. Something happened that has caused you to be disconnected but still have these sort of connections for each other. The Six of Wands reversed as what your partner is trying to teach you. It feels that they're trying to teach you that things will sort of come your way if you allow them to, and that patience is a virtue, and that you should be more embracing things to come to you rather than focusing a lot of your energy on getting things and getting what you want. You should just embrace things as they come, which kind of feels like what they're trying to do for themselves at the moment. They're trying to focus on themselves and being in this meditative sort of state, and they're trying to teach you that in your own way, but you're a bit more of a fiery kind of personality. And the Devil, with what you're trying to teach your partner, kind of links me to the Three of Swords again, with this idea of there was this maybe a love affair or a betrayal, and you're trying to remind your partner to take some kind of responsibility for what happened, whether it's coming across in that way or not, or they're just being quite dismissive of the thing that happened. Alternatively, it could be that you're trying to teach them to embrace more of a passionate side of themselves, that while they're trying to teach you patience and waiting, you're trying to teach them to be more in touch with perhaps a more sexual side of themselves. But I am slightly leaning more towards this love affair issue. There definitely feels like there was a third party that got in the way, perhaps, but it didn't completely break you two apart. It just sort of disrupted the relationship slightly. If this is the case, it feels like there definitely needs to be a conversation, and perhaps this high maintenance-esque side of yourself needs to be softened in order to approach the issue of what's going on. So that was pile 3. That was a pretty interesting reading, I thought, personally, for a pick a card relationship reading. If it resonated with you, or if you liked it, please let me know in the comments. And if you are inclined to do so, please leave a donation if you can. It is very much appreciated, especially in a time like this. Okay, so if you've got to this part of the video, we are on to pile 4. And we are doing 5 questions. We have got representing you in the relationship, your relationship dynamic, your partner in the relationship, what they're trying to teach you, and what you're trying to teach them. So for this pile, we have got the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles reversed, the 9 of Swords, the World, and Judgment. So it feels to me that the 6 of Cups representing you in this relationship is that perhaps you are in a bit of a dark place at the moment. You are a little bit, not necessarily struggling, but you feel as though you are sort of having to go at things by yourself. You do have this natural independence to you, but also you very much feel like you're being independent because you have to be. You are very in tune with your own emotions, and you have a lot sort of weighing you down, or you have a lot of baggage and sort of things that have happened to you in the past, but you're not letting them anchor you at the moment. You're still pressing on, you're still keeping yourself going, you're still very in touch with yourself, and you're very keen on bringing yourself out of this dark period. The Nine of Swords reverse, representing your partner, feels to me that perhaps they are struggling at the moment. They are not as capable as you might be to bring themselves out of this sort of inner turmoil that they're going through. They've got a lot of thoughts weighing them down. Their mental health is not quite as in check as it once was, and their mental health isn't quite as, it is sort of hitting them hard at the moment. They are not as capable of bringing themselves out of this state that they're in. The Three of Pentacles reversed, representing your relationship as a whole, feels like it is very much sort of looking to you to sort of bring it back together. At the moment, perhaps you feel a little bit disconnected, which is a bit of a recurring theme at the moment, which is completely understandable, but it feels like it is very much down to you to sort of bring the unity back to it and to make it whole again. Which perhaps sort of is where this idea of you having to go alone is kind of stemming from, because you feel that your partner maybe isn't being as there for you as you would like them to be. What your partner is trying to teach you, we've got the World, which really indicates to me that they are trying to show you that you don't have to be alone in this. You have so much around you, and you have so much going for you. You are so strong, and you don't have to see this independence as a must-have. You should sort of embrace it as a really strong personality aspect of yourself, and that you will be able to make it out on top. Essentially, you will, whatever you're going through at the moment, will make it through being stronger than ever. And what you're trying to teach your partner, we've got Judgment, which indicates to me that perhaps you're trying to teach them that they are also not alone, and they have this inner strength in them that they're just not unlocking at the moment, and maybe they need to find their voice a bit more. Maybe you're teaching them to find their voice a bit more, so they can call on people, they can call people out, they can have this voice, and people will listen to it even if they don't feel like they do at the moment. Overall, this feels like a very positive reading. You both just need to really remember the strength that you have already inside you, but have perhaps thought to be missing because of circumstances that have happened at the moment. So I hope this reading resonated with you. If you liked it, please let me know in the comments. I'll be back again next week for another reading. As I said in the beginning, all my links are in the description, and if you are able to, the donation link is in the description. It is only the price of a cup of coffee, but it means so much to me, especially at the moment. Now we are on pile 5. We are finally on pile 5. Hello to everyone who picked pile 5. We have got the card representing you, the card representing your relationship, the card representing your partner, what they're trying to teach you and what you're trying to teach them. So for this reading, we have got the Four of Cups reversed, the Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and Strength reversed. The Four of Cups reversed representing you. Now it feels to me that perhaps you are going through a bit of a difficult time at the moment. You are not balancing your emotions correctly. You're sort of letting them get the better of you. You're not feeling as on top of things at the moment. You're sort of feeling very weighed down and very, sort of unstable in your emotional well-being at the moment. Your partner with the Ten of Pentacles is almost the complete opposite at the moment. and they are very, very strong at the moment. They almost feel like they are too strong. They're sort of overcoming anything that is being thrown at them currently with this really very relaxed persona. It almost feels that they almost feel untouchable. They almost feel invincible. Like nothing can get to them at the moment. It feels to me that perhaps you're looking to them for some emotional support, and perhaps they are not quite giving what as much as they could be. But they are in a very, very invincible, untouchable, comfortable state at the moment. The Hanged Man reversed, representing your relationship. Perhaps for you in particular, you, with this fact that the person you're looking to is so strong in themselves and so comfortable and so untouchable, you kind of feel a bit very highly strung at the moment. You're not so in tune with this intimidating, I'm untouchable kind of persona. You feel very highly strung, you feel very overwhelmed, and it's sort of taking its toll on the relationship because your partner is sort of not being as emotionally available to you at the moment. What they are trying to teach you with the Six of Pentacles, it kind of implies to me that perhaps they're trying to teach you that, yeah, you have this opportunity to be strong and stable. You just need to give yourself patience. You need to remember that it comes with time and it comes with patience, and you need to work on this in order to find your own stability. And it almost feels like they're really urging you to do this by yourself and to find this inner strength by yourself. And this growth will start to come to you if you take the opportunity and seize the opportunity when it comes. And it feels like what you're trying to teach them is almost that they're not invincible. You're trying to sort of bring them down to earth a little bit more and sort of explain to them that they're not this untouchable state, they're not this untouchable being. They almost don't have to be this untouchable being. They can be this, they don't have to be this intimidating, untouchable person. They are allowed to sort of have this vulnerability almost. They are allowed to be vulnerable, and it doesn't make them less of a person to be vulnerable. And it doesn't make them less strong to give you strength, and that they can be there for you and still and sort of share their strength energy and still have it in themselves. So I hope you liked this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments. I'll be back again next Tuesday for a pick a card reading. I've put all my links in the description above or below to find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all kinds of things. They are ready and available for you to reach out or ask for a reading. My inbox is always open. So that was my pick a card relationship reading. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. It gave you something to think about. It gave you something to take away from this. Please let me know in the comments. I am going to be uploading more regularly at the moment, so please watch this space for more pick a card readings. If you have anything you want to send me to do, or you want to know about, or you want me to talk about, or just anything, just let me know. Get in touch. I will be doing Q&As eventually, so send me questions if you'd like me to talk about things. Again, in this time, I am always available for a reading or to talk. My inbox is always open for anyone that needs to reach out to someone, so please don't hesitate to send me a message if you need talking to, or someone to talk to. As I said in the beginning, all my links are in the description. Find me everywhere online. And yeah, thank you all for taking part and supporting. I hope you take care of yourselves. Thank you.